Hi friend, this is Pastor Lucas Pina, and this is our snack for the journey. And we are in a journey here in our channel to cover the whole New Testament. My goal is to have a meditation in every chapter of the New Testament, not the whole chapter, one or sometimes two verses of each chapter. And in this journey, this specific journey, sometimes I'm going to skip one or two or three chapters because I already have meditation on those chapters, so I'm not going to revisit them. But you will have in this channel a meditation in every chapter of the New Testament. That is the goal. So take this journey with us. And I also like to encourage you to subscribe to our channel and to share this video with your friends, family, and help us to bless other people. So let's take a look at the verse for today. Two verses today. Let's take a look on them. Luke 21, verse 20 and 21. Chapter 21, verse 20 and 21. When you see Jerusalem being surrounded by armies, you will know that its desolation is near. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let those in the city get out, and let those in the country not enter the city. As you can see there with the red letter, it's Jesus talking. It's the famous sermon of the Olivet discourse. It's called Olivet discourse, but it's a sermon. It's a teaching because the disciple Jesus said this. This disciple started saying, "Look how beautiful, strong the temple is," and Jesus said, "No, but everything is going to be destroyed." So it's part of that prophecy, and we are already meditating some of those verses in Matthew and probably in Mark, and now Luke has the same sermon, and so it's hard for me to pick a different one because the topic is the same. And some people believe, most of our generation now believe that this will happen in the future. The temple will be rebuilt, and then this is going to happen, and the temple is going to be destroyed again by the Antichrist and all that kind of thing. It's hard to believe that. You know why? Because this prophecy here was fulfilled. In AD 70, the Romans came and destroyed the city and killed everybody in there. And it was everybody but the big but the Christians. Why the Christians didn't die when Jerusalem was destroyed? When the Romans surrounded Jerusalem, nobody gets in, nobody gets out, and then suffocate, and then finally breach the walls, burn everything, killed everybody. It was terrible. People believe that 1.2 million people died on that siege of Jerusalem. It was a disaster. We don't hear a lot of that. But Jesus here is telling the disciples, it's telling, look, you have to be aware. The time is coming. He's talking to the disciples. And he said, you have to be aware. The time is coming. And when you see those things, when you see Jerusalem, when you see the Romans coming, because the Romans didn't just show up. The Romans were in a war against the Jews. So they came burning down cities all the way to Jerusalem. So they came killing and destroying and burning cities. And it was terrible. So Jesus said that when you see that coming, and the army, the Romans getting in, getting closer, surrounding, get out. If you are in Judea, flee to the mountains. Those in the city, get out, and those in the country, not enter the city. Don't go back. If you go back, you die. This is what Jesus is saying. And they believe it. They believe it in Jesus. So when the Christians, that is the history tells us this. when the Christians saw the Romans coming, they fled. They got out of Jerusalem. All of them. So we don't have news or information of any Christian dying during that siege of Jerusalem because they believed in Jesus. That's the point here, my friend. They believed in Jesus. The disciple was thinking that the temple is indestructible. And Jesus said, no, it's going to be a time that he will be destroyed. And you need to be ready. When you see the arms coming around, you get out. They believed in Jesus. And because they believed in Jesus, they and their families were saved. That is the lesson here for us, my friend. When Jesus says something, do it. Even though it looks like it's impossible to happen, Jesus said, do it. Jesus said, come and follow me, do it. Jesus said, I'm going to take care of you, believe it. Jesus said, whatever he says, trust in me and I will save you, do it. Trust in him and he will save you. Whatever Jesus says, my friend, do it, believe it, because it's going to pass. It's going to come to pass, and it's very important. The disciples there, they believed, and they obeyed, and they were saved. It's a great lesson for us. And this is our snack for today. God bless you.